Hello guys, welcome back to Montreal beer reviews. This will be actually the second last big beer review. I've decided to cut it short at 30 episodes because it's been a while. In fact, it's been quite a few months, and I've really enjoyed going through these big beers, and this was a really interesting idea. I think this really allowed me as a, beer reviewer to kind of expand and build on my palate and just, and just load it with lots of flavors and intensity, and this was interesting. The last review for the season next time around will be very logical. I think the beer I chose will be quite on par with what I started the season with, so stay tuned to the next episode. I guess I'm not going to reveal the beer right now. But today we've got an exciting beer from Southern Tier. This is the Iniquity. They do call this an Imperial Black Ale, but in fact this is more of the newly emerging kind of style, the Black IPA. In this case, of course, this will be an Imperial Black IPA, not just a regular one. And it's also called the antithesis of Unearthly, which is a great Imperial IPA brewed by the same brewery in Lakewood, New York. Actually found out about this beer in a review from Chad from the Albino Rhino Beer Reviews. So a huge shout out to you, Rhino. Hopefully I will like it as much as you and your friends did. And this is 9% ABV. They suggest I serve this at 42 degrees Fahrenheit or 5.5 degrees Celsius. I think that's just about the temperature it's at right now. What I'm looking for in this beer, I guess, it's a combination of nice hoppy beer and that kind of roastiness from the malts, which is something really exciting. Alright guys, let's see what Iniquity is all about. Let's check it out. This was about $9 at Westmead Beverage. I got it in Albany just a few weeks ago when I went to visit my family in New York City. So it looks just like I anticipated, I suppose. Dark brown color, and the head, well, with this glass you're not going to get that much head, but it's still a nice kind of light brown head. I'm really smelling that cascade hoppiness up front. Lots of citrus, definitely some grapefruit, a bit of pine there, and now I'm getting that coffee and chocolate and caramel, maybe a bit of raisins or some other dark fruit. Alright, let's dive in. Whoa, I can't believe this is actually 9%. It doesn't taste that big. That's surprisingly refreshing too. Well, when I say it doesn't taste that big, I mean it doesn't taste that strong, but it's still a very full flavor. Up front you're getting that IPA taste, very citrusy, some floral notes, and then closer to the finish, I guess, and as you swallow it, you're getting a very nice rich roastiness to it. And at the back there are some lingering chocolate notes and maybe a touch of coffee. But this drink's like a charm. It doesn't taste like alcohol at all, and it just, goes down really smooth. The bitterness is not over the top, medium body. Combination, I'd say probably average. Yeah, all in all so far this is really nice. Very, very spot on as far as the style goes. And surprisingly drinkable. Dangerously drinkable, in fact. Alright guys, I'll gather my thoughts up and come back to you in a few moments. Alright guys, I'm back with Iniquity from Southern Tier. I'm still liking this a lot. It's well brewed, it's well balanced, it's very drinkable, even though right now it's a little more hefty than it was in the beginning. But I'm still not tasting much alcohol, which is a great thing. There's a slight trace of disappointment in my mind right now because I was expecting this beer to sort of open up a little bit. But the thing is, I'm not sure of this beer's freshness date. It doesn't say anything of when it was bottled or whatever. But who knows, maybe it had sat on the shelves for a few months. I'm getting a slight buzz from this beer, which is expected. I mean, you can hide the ABV, but you can't hide it in your body. But overall, it's another good beer from Southern Tier. I've never had a bad beer from them. But then, if I were to compare this with, let's say, the Stone Sublimely Self-Righteous Ale, which was, I believe it was about the same ABV, 8 or 9%, that might be a big example of the style. But this one really does, serves you well. It's very drinkable. You're not going to have a problem with that overwhelming kind of bitterness from the hops or the abundance of roasted malts that will just ruin your palate. So it works well. It's just that I was expecting just a little more from it, that's all. But I'm still going to give this a nice 8 out of 10. I'm curious to know, actually, let me know in the comments if you like black IPAs in general, and if you think this is a beer style that's, worthy of being spread out even more, and whether, some breweries that don't brew the style should brew it, and whether it should be, you know, more popular than it is right now. From what I've seen, the style is still gaining popularity, and right now you can even find examples of the style in Quebec and in other parts of Canada. So that's always nice. That means the style is, you know, it's getting up there, and maybe in a few years it will be even more popular. So let me know. Alright guys, that's all I've got to say for this time around. 8 out of 10 for Southern Tier Iniquity. Check out my other reviews, check out my Facebook page. I've changed the name there, and now it's going to match the tag you see in the bottom of the screen. So it's just DM's beer reviews. It's going to be a little easier to find. Alright guys, stick to good beer. See you next time. Bye.